Foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm sorry. There's no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey. Numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Check 56. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. A second down run with Lewis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota, that's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mariota throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there, but now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
58 to Mike. 58.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 43.
Now Mahomes over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
Yellow. There's a lot, 80. 55. They can't hang with us.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down now, it's Hunt. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man. That's Landry. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. From the gun, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Walker. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Mike, hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. This is brought in at the 21.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. The defense is saying, okay, now that's more like it.
Yeah, we hear from coaches all the time how they preach a next play mentality. Doesn't matter whether the previous one was good or bad. You move on to the next one. But we just saw evidence of that happening right there.
Hey, 43, 15. Check 55, come on.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down. On first down, Hunt, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on first down, Mariota trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
17. Titans 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Check one.
Throwing. Mariota. Over the middle to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Titans first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Mariota now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Come back. Back check.
On 2nd and 2, Mahomes got his target, Pierre Garçon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
All day, every day, any day.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Pierre Garçon. As the first half is winding down, the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The intended receiver. Receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, come on, now, come on, now.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They run again with Hunt. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They go play fake. Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Wells. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes complete to the right. This is Garcon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Kansas City.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Titans' 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll run again with Hunt. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Draw play. Mahomes gives to Hunt. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Now Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Mariota now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Mariota again. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Now Mariota. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Mariota, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
Mariota again. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs 16. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. To the air again, Mariota looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
I can't believe they let you play.
Mariota on first down. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mariota now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. To throw Mariota. He finds Humphries. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Flushed out right. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Mariota to throw it. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A first down throw for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Mariota to Lewis on the draw. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. After the penalty, it's Henry. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put them...
From the gun, Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
And nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Let's go.
One last shot now for Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up.